Alright, so looks like we are live, hopefully. Oh. Consistently seem to have issues getting going live to work properly. Alright, there we go. Okay. So, lovely. Alright, so let's take a look at what we have today. I was thinking that we should probably, so a couple days ago we did, yeah, so we did the team check-in here, and we already had the members page, so I was thinking we could do the club page today. Team over here. The first thing I want to do actually is adjust this, make this column a little bit wider, this one a little bit smaller, so that the buttons are pushed further over to the right. Alright, so let's take a look. That's going to be under team, and that's in the check-in row. Okay, so let's try and make these both 4. See how that looks. And there we go. Okay, so they still seem to fit. I want to make sure that it's not too squished, I guess. Yeah, okay, so we still have a little bit of space. I suppose what happens when we... Yeah, so that's going to overflow. Maybe we should leave it, and we should have them... Is that going to look weird if they're always floated over to the right? Maybe we can center them. Would that look weird? So if we say... so leave that how it is, but then say like style here. Does this? Is that how that works? Or do I have to put parentheses around that? Oh no, that seemed to work. Nah. Maybe we'll, yeah, I think we'll forget about that. I don't actually like how that looks. Yeah, I think we'll just leave it like that. I'm gonna pop these out here. Nice. Okay. Alright, that looks good. I guess that's okay. Alright, so team check-in, more or less the interface is done. Visually speaking, we'll hook up actual functionality a bit later. Now let's move over to this club page here. So members, team, club. This is going to be, you're not going to have to check people in, because as a club member we're assuming that it's optional attendance. It's like you can come if you want to, but if you're a team member it's mandatory. Oop, don't need that. Okay, so here's my mock-ups, and we have, so search member, we kind of already have that. Add new member. I'm wondering if we should bother having new member on both the club check-in page and the member page. You know, I think that might be convenient. Yeah, okay, so we'll leave it like that. That'll be interesting trying to, wonder what that will look like, I guess, reusing that component. So if we have this new member modal over here. So we might want to reuse that. So we have this guy, right? So to use that on this club page as well. Okay, so now we can create that shared folder that we had created before. So pages, no model. Shared here. So pages, we will take out this guy and move it to the shared folder. Yes, let's update those imports. And then when you come over to the club page here, come over to the club page. Where is it? Right here is our search box. Actually, I'll just copy that from this page. So we had our search box here. You can just copy this whole guy. Don't need any of these. Just close all of them, I guess. All right, so here's our members page, and we wanted the club page. Okay, so we'll just replace that with that. Open new member modal. I wonder if we're gonna want to copy that over to a shared file as well. No. Okay. So we'll just have to add show new member modal to this club state here. Show new member modal boolean there. I'm gonna grab these guys. Okay, so let's give it an error there. That's good. Show new member modal false. That's its initial value. Okay, so state is good. So now we just need something to read that. Open new member modal, that toggles it, right? And so we just have this new member modal guy here. Paste that down here. New member modal, have to import that. Cool, so now we should have a new member modal that is accessible on the club check-in page as well. Okay, club, new member, and it shows up. Lovely. Cool. Cool. Alright, so we have that button. Let's update this text here. Club check-in. Okay, good. Now we have to deal with these buttons here. So, the process is going to be to check someone in. They may need, well, they will always need to have either a credit or some sort of payment. So they don't necessarily have to pay for every attendance, because they can have credits. Like you could maybe say, oh, you get 1 free lesson or 2 free lessons or attendances or whatever. And also if they pay, maybe they pay for the whole semester. So, or possibly it's a single attendance, who knows? So they will be credited with either a single payment or for the whole term, or they might have like a free option. So, so we already have the new member form there. Lessons, notes. Okay, so they'll have a checked in state. Okay. So we might need to update our model here just a little bit. I don't need to see all that. Take a look at our model for members. So they're going to have attendance. We should probably have team attendance and club attendance as okay, yeah, this might require a little bit of finagling here. So if we have two different types of attendance, I think that makes the most sense. Credit to type. What was attendance type? Present, late, excused, unexcused. Or can we force them all into one type of attendance? That actually might be feasible now that I'm thinking about it. So credit. Credit type. Well, in here we'll have free or coupon. Actually, I wonder how many different. Actually, we'll just leave this as free for now. Should we have a deferred type? I'm wondering. Because I really want to get both types of attendance into one type, if that makes sense. Both club attendance and team attendance. So for club attendance, the type is always just going to be present. Always. Or the attendance record just won't exist. I think that's fine. I think that's fine. Okay. So we just have two different ways to add an attendance record. But we need to be able to differentiate between club versus team attendances. So we can have, okay, so we will have, so we'll still use this attendance interface for both types of attendances. But where is my, I didn't even open that file, I guess. My member model here. We'll just have, we'll change attendance here. So I'll have team attendance and club attendance here. We'll update the model in Firebase later. Okay, and that needs to be F attendance because that is the Firebase version because it has different timestamps. Okay, so now this looks not good. Right, so we need team attendance there. Team attendance. Nah, we don't need to bother making that into a function. We're just going to be using it twice here. And club attendance there. Cool. And then here, that doesn't like that either. So we'll have club or team attendance there. And club attendance there. There. Okay. So I think that should do it. Now our dummy data is going to have major issues. All of this is broken. So we'll just call this team attendance there. Oh, bother. All right. Club attendance empty. we'll just have all of the club attendances be empty. Team attendance, club attendance. Where are we? There we go. All right. So now all of those are correct, and attendance, jeepers, all of this. All right, so that is in club row TSX. Where is my attendance? That's not what I wanted. There we go. This is club row. Club attendance. Okay. Two different types of attendances there. Team check-in row. Team attendance. Could have just renamed that. Then it would have done it all for me. Much more intelligent. Alright. This is also team attendance again. And we have more errors. Do we have more errors? Where? Oh. There. There we go. I want to rename that to attendance count. Cool, cool. Someone says, please complete your cryptocurrency series. So it's been a while since I've looked at that project. I did write the script for the, I wrote the script and all the code for the next video, which I was kind of planning on being the last one, the one on smart contracts. I guess people seem to keep requesting it, so I'll look into doing that final video again. I'll have to find the script again and see if I still have the code. Yeah, that was a little bit unfortunate because I had a lot of major life events kind of get in the way of me producing that final video. So it's been a little while, but I will take a look at doing that again, at making that last video in the cryptocurrency series. Yeah. All right. So, oh, we still have more errors here somehow, do we? Or is it okay now? No, it's not okay. It is not okay. Member here? No. Oh. What's going on? Is it not like my dummy data or something? I don't know. Okay, so it's still finding something in here. A new member oh, okay. New member modal. Ah, okay. Cool. Team attendance and club attendance there. I wonder if I should make these classes. That might be easier. That's another problem for another time, I guess. Maybe. Who knows? New member modal. Still not liking that? Oh, no. Now it's okay. Now it's okay. Cool, cool. Alright. So, club check-in here. Oh. Sorry. Okay. So we were working on these buttons here. So we want a pay now button and a check-in button. Okay. Over to club row. Here are all our buttons. And we have pay now versus check in. And these are not going to be a button group. So we're just going to have a button here, variant. For pay now, I guess we'll do success. Otherwise, it'll be primary. So pay now. Otherwise, check in. Like so. Okay, we'll need to add space between those somehow. Is that a form group? Is that what it's called? Form group. And does that, oh no, it auto imports it from the right spot. Oh, I love it. Okay. Does that add the space between? No. No wonder it kind of feels hacky to it feels a little bit hacky to add the space by myself, but all right. So React Bootstrap. Is there something in Bootstrap? Again, this is kind of a learning experience for me as well. Not super familiar with React Bootstrap, let alone Bootstrap. So we're gonna check this out, see what we have for making forms look nice, or do I have to do that styling myself? Because this is an exercise in laziness. I mean, they do kind of like to have the button groups where everything is just all stuck next to each other, you know? Form group. Nah. Not really looking like it. In form groups, they seem, oh, so they're using columns, and the columns do have their own margin of spacing there. Yeah, I guess we'll just add it ourselves. So margin right 3, and now it'll be pretty and spacey, and there we go. All right, so we have a pay now and check in button, and those will need to change based on the check-in status of whatever this particular member is. So we had written away, let's see, in the last live stream 2 days ago, I think in the attendance history row. No, check-in row. Yeah, this is where we decide whether someone's been checked in yet. This, I think I'm gonna have to change this pretty soon, actually, because I don't think this is a very robust solution to calculate whether they've been checked in already. I think we might want to be creating like a event type object, I guess, in the database, and then people check into a specific event instead of just tracking times. But I guess we'll see how it goes. We'll leave it for now, but that's something that's sticking in my brain. We might need to be creating events and checking into specific events instead of checking into any arbitrary day. But for now, we'll just copy this over here. Oh wait, we already have it in here. Haha. Okay, so club attendance. So it actually will have the last attendance. Otherwise it will return undefined. Right. Okay, so this will be conditional. We don't need the form group. This will be a conditional bit here. So if we'll have to say attendance record. Actually, we could say attendance record. If we have that, then we'll do that. Otherwise, no attendance record, like so. Oh, format properly. Boo. There we go. Oh, come on. There we go. No attendance record, no attendance record. Then if we go to our dummy data and add an attendance record for John Doe. Okay, we'll add a club attendance record and we'll copy a team attendance record that we're using over here, or we're generating rather over here. Like so. Then, okay, no, that shows up. Otherwise, okay, actually this is backwards. So if they do have the attendance record, don't want that. If they do have an attendance record, we'll just switch these. Then they have an attendance record, and we can just say something like already checked in. Okay, so John Doe on the team has already checked in. I think we'll display that in the form of a disabled check-in button, actually. So we'll say button variant equals primary already checked in and disabled. Already checked in. Cool. Yeah. Okay, so now we have a pay now and a check-in button, and that will show up. Where is our already checked in section of this? There it is. Oh, that's green. So I guess we can change that. We can switch the colors. So the pay now button will be blue and the check-in button will be green. Okay. So this will be success. This will be primary. This will be success. Look. Yay, switch the colors. Cool. So that's done. We might need to disable the pay now button if they have already paid. That's probably a good idea. Okay, so we're gonna need to, for a term, there's gonna need to be a price set for the term. So we'll have to adjust our model again. No, literally the model. We'll have to adjust the term here. So name start end. Well, maybe we'll have to have two simultaneous terms, one for the club season and one for the team season. Possibly. Or, no, let's actually add bills per member. Let's bill per member. So, doesn't look like we have that yet. Let's add a bills field. Or a, should we call it invoices? Or maybe, well, let's call it bills. Bills? Yeah. Bills. Bill array. And we'll have to create bill.ts. So that is going export. How was I doing these? Yeah. Interface bill here. And then inside of here, we'll reference a term, which is a string. We'll have a value, which is that'll be a number. And let's see, so for a bill, I don't think that the program, that the software is going to need to differentiate between ones that are for team versus ones that are for club. I think we can just always say, okay, this person has an outstanding charge, and raise that as a matter of concern. And that's whether they're being checked in. So if they're just a club member, when they're checked in, obviously it can only be a club related fee. And and if they're on the team, I mean, it'll be in the description whether it's a club or team related fee. But there should be enough interpersonal interaction that it doesn't really matter. So we'll just have bills here. So we'll say like note string, so we can store what it's for. Bill array here, bill. Okay. Is that at the bottom? Okay, do we need a due date on that? That might be useful. So it's for a particular term. Then we'll say due is a date, which means if we have a date, we should have, let's see, let's see, so it has a due date and it has what, an opening date, start. We can just call it start and end, it doesn't really matter. Start date, end date, like that. And this will be there. This will be Firebase Firestore dot timestamp. This will be the same. Oops. Firebase Firestore timestamp. Okay. So that is good. That's good. That's good. So this will need to be an F bill, then Firestore bill. Oh, it didn't get imported. What's wrong with this? Odd. Okay, and then here, this is probably not going to be super happy. Oh, I'll need to just add it, I guess. Team attendance, club attendance, waivers, bills is model object, waiver, or not waivers, bills, map each of the bills to this object where we have times as F bill there, timestamp, why is this, oh right, not timestamp, I'm just looking at this code and trying to write it. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Okay, so we'll have to say start b.start Firebase Firestore timestamp here moment b.start Unix there 0. Okay, end there. All right, and then what else do we have in here? Note b.note term b.term and value b.value. That's the amount of money that the bill is for. Okay. Then we'll have to add bills down here as well. start equals, oh, that's, yeah, it's not gonna like that. Sometimes you can do these things with JavaScript, sometimes you can't. With TypeScript. So we'll say const new or converted. I'm trying to do less of typing basically. Here's object equals this will be a bill. Right. So here, object assign as bill, and source is going to be B. But in here, so those are still going to be, those time are still going to be timestamps. Firestore timestamps. The start and end are still going to be Firestore timestamps. So you have to convert those somehow. I wonder, what is our best way of doing this? Ooh. Ooh. Okay. So here, we'll actually have as fbill here, or just bill, it doesn't, yeah. So start is b.start.toDate, end b.end to date there, and assign that to b as bill. Is it gonna be mad at me for that? Yeah, it is. That should work. So then we can actually just return that. That should probably work. Guess we'll find out when we test this later. Alright. So that, ooh, that might be a nice way to do the conversions in the future, actually. So, what does it return that as being a bill? As bill. Can I do that? So then this will be a bill array. Wait, did it have that? The type was correct before. So this is not correctly typing it. Huh. Well, yeah, that's saying it's returning any. Array to fbill returning any. I don't know. That's strange. Okay, so now it's saying that the target is of type any. B is not of type any though. This is an fbill. So now, what type is this returning? Fbill and bill array. As bill. What about as bill? Now is it returning a bill array? Now it is. Okay. So much as billing. All right, that looks good. Cool. Okay, so now we have bills to pay, and we can add payments for those. I think so. This is kind of interesting. So we have, oh, do we not have payments in our model yet? Let's see here. Credit types, members. Where's my member? There it is. They do not have payments yet. Alright, so they have bills and we don't have any payments logged yet. So let's add payments to our model. Payment TS, and these will be validated using something like Stripe or Square or something like that. And we probably won't live stream that because that will involve keys that are super secure. That would be bad if they got out on the public internet. So we won't do that. But we'll say export interface payment. And a payment will go towards a term due. So we'll say term. Or wait, maybe should a payment go towards a term due or a total balance? Probably total balance. So we won't attach payments to terms. Okay, so we'll just say timestamp is a date. We will say value is a number. And is that all we need? Sounds good to me. Let's see. Well, how are we gonna know if someone has paid enough? So say that for somehow someone made a payment of $1. That'll be logged as a payment. So how do we know if they have paid enough for the term? That is an interesting question. We might just want that to be like a manually set field. Like, because there are definitely going to be exceptional circumstances where, oh, someone, maybe it costs like $100 to be a member for a semester or a term or whatever, and someone has extenuating circumstances and they only have to pay $20 or something. So we can't have it necessarily be a fixed value. There kind of has to be a Boolean override. So we'll still log the payments and stuff, but then we'll just have active member field. That is, so active member should be different from if they have paid their dues. Do we need another like dues paid in term, like list or array or something like that? Or maybe we can have in a member here, we can have more of this stuff be term specific. So is active member, let's see, which of this stuff could be term specific? Team attendance could be term specific. Club both attendances could be team or term specific. Bills are term specific. Waivers, not sure if those are term specific. So we actually have these three properties, and then payments. Payments are not necessarily term specific, but I think it's fair to say we require a payment at least to exist. No, maybe not. Would that be valuable information to be able to? I think that would. Okay, yeah. Let's actually make. Okay, so we're gonna make a new thing in here. We're gonna make a member term interface. Member term. Alright, just give me a second. I'm gonna go shut my window so I'm not hearing voices from outside. Just give me a sec. All right, and we're back. Sorry about that. All right, so we have our member term, and inside of a member term, we're going to have our team attendance, our club attendance, our bills. Auto import all of these. Yes, please. Cool. Whoops. I can't type. All right, and then payments. Payment array there. Yes, why did that one not on auto import? There we go. Okay. Payment. Timestamp value. Member term. And we'll say, so they have bills, they have payments. Bills are going to not necessarily always be membership. Actually, that might be a valuable thing. If we want payments, do we want payments to go towards specific bills? Because if so, then they're going to need to make individual payments for each bill. But if we don't say that and they just have a running balance, then they can make a single payment for towards their entire balance and pay it all off at once. I think I like that. So that means we have to have another field here that tells us whether they are paid in full for club membership or team membership. Okay. So, has paid team dues, Boolean. Has paid club dues, Boolean. And those will be more or less like somewhat manually set fields, or of sorts, kind of. Yeah, we'll leave it up there. Okay, so then, I have, if they paid the team dues that term, if they paid the club dues that term, or if we should count them as having paid their team or club dues. Team attendance, club attendance, bills, and payments. I think I like it. Okay, so now members are going to have member terms, is what we're going to call them. And, oh, this needs to identify a term too. Term is going to be a string there. And that will be a reference to one of these guys. So these are stored in a map. Where's our model? Here we go. Terms. So they're stored right here. That'll be our term ID. It's just a string right now. Okay, so member term. We'll say that's a term ID right there. Term ID is a string, has paid team dues, club dues, team club attendance, bills, and payments. Good. All right, so now we have to add member terms to our member over here. Waivers are that's specific. I still need to figure that out, actually. Member terms. It's going to be member term array. Right there. And we have to make a Firebase version of this as well that contains all the Firebase versions. Member term. Okay. That'll contain all of these. Whoops. Contain all of these. There, except this will be an F, an F, an F, and an F. We'll have to import all of those guys. Beautiful thing. Oh, did we not make one for payment? I don't know why it doesn't like to import the bills one. Do we not have one for payment yet? Timestamp, yeah. So we need to make an F payment. You know what? With all these different types, I almost wonder if it wouldn't be better if we just said, all right, I'll just accept that these are going to be Firebase, Firestore, timestamps, because the only thing that we've been converting so far is timestamps. So maybe we don't need the F types at all. You know what? Yeah, let's do it with the F types. Just say, no, it's that. Okay. Term. Nope, it's that. Like so. No need for all of these conversions. That's a waste of time. Just simplify this all and just bite the bullet and use the Firebase types. So they come back because they couldn't just, you know, use normal types like a sane person. Okay, there we go. And we won't need this. So those will all just be bills, payments. Remember, this doesn't actually contain any Firebase stuff. So it'll just be member. And none of this silly F business. Okay. Yeah, I don't even know why I decided to write that, but we don't need that. Credit type converter is pretty useless, so that's just going to be a bill. There. Attendance type, attendance. Nope. And that right there. So now these guys are not happy because my imports are whacked. Member term right there. Member term here. Fix those up. Alright, now everything's happy, except it's not, because now messing with our model messes with the rest of the application. Because of course it does. Okay, so in here, we're going to need to say member terms is an array. And here, oh, I wonder if that shouldn't actually be a map by term ID. That might be better, actually. Member terms, nah, not an array. We'll make it an object where we have term ID. String is a member term, like so. All right. So now when we go to our dummy data, this will look like this. Do we have terms defined in our dummy data yet? Doesn't look like it. Export const terms. And this is going to be, so we should probably actually convert this to a model at some point in time. Term ID string just goes to a term. Okay. Yeah, let's export this whole thing as just a model. Model. Does that not work? Cool. Yeah, that'll work. And this will be a model. Yes. All right. Okay, then we'll take all of our members Members. Right there. Love to see it. Okay. Then we will have our terms, or member types actually, rather, because we actually have those defined down here. Stick all of those guys right there. Lovely. Then we can delete all of these. Look at how nice that is. All right, then we have our terms, which is going to be an array here. Was it an array? I forgot already. I think that was term ID, right? This is, yeah. So let's say 2020 summer is going to be one of these guys, term, with a start of start a term. Oh, we have to, oh, that is a Firebase. Okay, cool. Right. Yay, I did convert that correctly for once. Okay. So, 2020 summer is going to be new firebase.firestore.timestamp here. And what are the number of seconds? So I'll say moment of, oh gosh, I'm not entirely sure if it will read this correctly. 2020 0601. We should probably check that out, make sure that works. Pretty sure they have moment that works on this page. Yeah. So 2020 0601. All right. Dot calendar. Yeah. Okay. So it knows what that is. Get rid of that. Unix there. And nanosecond 0. Okay, start, end. We have to import Firebase now. There and there. Okay, start, end. And name, summer 2020. Its end will be, whoops, not September there. Okay. 2020, let's say fall. Actually, it might be better to have the terms listed in chronological order. That might be better. Yeah. So let's make them list in order. Do that by coming over here. Terms is just going to be a term array equals right there. And now a term is actually going to have to contain its own ID string, right? Like so. All right, in our dummy data, replace that there, and there. Now it's an array. Okay, ID 2020 summer and ID fall. Okay, fall. This is roughly semesters-ish, 9 to 12 there. All right, so we have our two relevant terms in our dummy data, and we just need to add one more little piece here. Credit types. Is that an array? I forget. in our model, which is right here, credit types, credit type ID describes a credit type. Okay, that's fine. Free. All right, name, free lesson, limit 2, let's say, and order. Sorry, my net light is turning on. Don't like that. Order is a 0 right now. All right, so now we have all 4 pieces of our model set up as dummy data. No communication with the database here. No, sir. All right, eventually we'll write that to the database, but for now we're just gonna not. All right. Oh, team attendance. All right, okay, because now these need to be member terms. And that is by ID there. So like 2020 fall, right? Right. I actually want this to be summer. Why is it not? Oh, probably because it doesn't contain these guys yet. Those guys. That should be an array anyways. Alright, so not to date. Or yeah, to date. 0 there, though. And we'll say new Firebase Firestore dot timestamp there. All right. Not to date. Unix. And that's how we have to do dates in our model now, which is fine. Because we can always convert it back from a date. Okay. Has pay. Okay, so it needs. Oh, right. Okay, so this is now an array. Why did we change member terms to an array? What? No, this should be, that should be correct. Member term. Why does it not like that? Type is. Oh, huh? I don't know why I misread that. Oh. Right. Okay. So member term doesn't need to have that. Does it? No. Okay. So then we just need has paid club dues false, has paid team dues false, and bills nothing, and payments nothing. Okay, so now that looks beautiful. All right. Now we get to convert the rest of these guys over to our newer and more improved, but not quite yet done, data model. All right. Member terms here, like so. Then we have summer, or how can I type? 2020 summer here. And then we get all the team attendance, the club attendance in there. And we have has paid club dues, false. Has paid team dues, false. Bills, none. Payments, none. And now we convert all of these to new. Here we go. We'll try this guy out for size. New Firebase Firestore dot time stamp. There. All the way to the end, and Unix 0, comma, doot 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 doot. There and there and there, like so. Those are all nice and converted now. And then indent all those, nice and pretty. Gotta love writing out all the data by hand. Okay, we have to convert this one to Firebase as well. New Firebase Firestore dot. Actually, I just wrote the macro for that. So we go, there we go. Converted that guy. And then there are no more dates to convert here. So this guy just gets to be empty. Member terms. We'll still make him summer there. Make him one, but everything will be empty. Bills, none. Attendance, false. Oh, no. Club attendance is empty array. Has played club dues, false. Has paid team dues, false. Payments, empty. Team attendance, empty. So this guy has done nothing productive. Now isn't that fun? Okay, so we have figured that out for, okay, have we fully converted our data model to, are we still getting some errors in there somewhere? There's one up here. What's wrong with this? Type index signature. Oh, did I do something wrong here? Can't be an array, right? Because each of these guys are stored by their member ID, right? Yes, members are by account ID, right? Okay, so each of these members, this is not an array. This is an object here, and this is doe 500 right there. Okay. This is doe 501 right there. This guy is shmo 500 right there, and that should just about convert it. We just have to fix this last bracket there, and now voila. Now our model, our data model, is fully converted. Alright, that was a lot of dummy data to write. Okay, now we can go and fix all these rows to read from our, so now we have to have a current term as a global, well, global-ish, something passed down. So we'll take here and we'll just pass in a term, I guess. Model. We might just want to pass in the model. Like so. And maybe the model will have a current term. that might be the best way to do it. Or would the current term just be I think the current term can just be the most recent one. I think that's fine. Yeah. There. Like so. Okay, so now all of these guys are going to take for their props a model instead of a list of members. Right, so we're going to come over here. Props is just going to be model right there. I don't know why my auto import doesn't work right. Oh, what's going on? This dot props dot model dot members. There. Filter is not callable. Uh-huh. Okay, so right now we're storing all the members as indexed by their ID. So we might need to say here props.members, let's see, object.keys here, props.members.map. Or wait, we can just say values. Duh. Values. Oh, property members. All right. Model members. There. Okay, so now this is a member array. Lovely. Okay. Equals this dot model dot members. Object values. I wonder if that's really poor performance there. Object values is faster. Is fairly fast, looks like. Well, it's faster than keys at least. Safari faster with keys. And Edge is 3 times faster with keys. Interesting. Well, does anyone develop for Safari and Edge anymore? That was a joke. Okay, so yeah, actually that might not be super performant. We might want to keep track of that locally. Like just say member list is object values props model members filter here, and we might want to we'll actually keep all of them here. We'll filter the member list for pages where it requires like their active members or something like that, so we're not dealing with too many. So member list, member array there, and so we'll only have to compute object.values once. Well, yeah, values props model members there. A little bit harsher, a little bit more memory consumed there, but it should be fine. It'll be more performant. Faster, a little bit more memory. Should be fine though. So here, instead of saying object.values, we will say this.state.member list. So we'll never be modifying member list, but only reading from it. So we'll only compute it once. This state filtered members, right? We only display filtered members. Okay, so that's fine. So row fixed. Hopefully. All right. So this will take a member and current term string there. Or can we say key of model? No. Model dot. No. Never mind. This will just be a string. Yeah. Club row props. Yeah. So this will be member terms. This props dot current term. Or not. We can just call that term. Like so. Oh no. Wait, do we need that? So that, because that might be, no. That might be empty. So you have the member. This is displaying for club check-in. Are we going to need to know what the current term is to display the member for club check-in? Let's see. Got to clear my head a little bit. What are we looking at here? So we will need to know the current term in order to display payments. I wonder if we grab from the last term. So yeah, we'll just, no, we will still need the current term. We'll still need to know what the current term is, so we'll leave that there. If the term doesn't exist though, let's see, const member term equals that right there. Member term there. Otherwise, if member term doesn't exist, so this could be member term. Why? So it thinks. Yeah, okay. Term IG string. It's gonna think. It's gonna. Does that work? No. Why does it say that? It was a member term or undefined there. Yeah, import that. Okay. So member term there. Oh, come on. Why does it say that it's not guaranteed to be a member term? I suppose when we declare this, so that doesn't work. There. Now will it complain? Yeah. Okay. So, because we might not always get that correctly back. Okay. So here, we'll return that or undefined. Timestamp, get date. Does that work? To date, right. To date dot get date equals today. Again, that's a little bit brittle, but it's fine. Okay. So that's now returning undefined properly because we don't know if member term exists on this user. So if the attendance record, get attendance record. So if it exists, they're already checked in. Otherwise, they're not checked in. That looks correct to me. So now we come over to club here, and we need to add the term property. So club knows the entire model. So we can say term equals, let's see, in here we'll say const current term equals this dot props dot model dot terms, this dot props dot model dot terms length -1. Right there, that's our term. Okay, so then here, this is current term dot ID. And is it happy with that? Yep, that looks happy with that. Now, this is still gonna be mad at me. Right. So, we have to fix all the rest of these as well. Okay. So, team needs to accept a model now. You now don't accept members, you accept a model. Model, right there. And now everything's gonna be mad at me again, like here. Okay, so we're gonna add the member list idea here. So we'll have that member list right there, member list, members, object values of props dot model members, right there. Filter empty, that's correct. This will be members slice right there. All right, so now that's all pretty. Okay, this is going to be filter the member list, and we're never going to be changing that member list. This is only something that we read from, not props. State member list right there. Okay, this is gonna be, oh no, now that's happy. Everything's happy, happy, and we get to edit. Let's take a look at our attendance history row first. So this is gonna be props.member, and we have to get the term again, term string right there. Props member team attendance. Okay. Dot. Member terms. This dot props term there. We'll have to take that out and check and make sure we actually got a term here, because they might not have one. Const term, current term there, like so. Okay, and then if we have a current term dot team attendance, reduce all of that. Otherwise, attendance history is undefined. And here, actually, so we'll say, here, if we have current term, okay, someone said, sorry, I'm reading comments now. Reading the chat. I know this is a bit out of scope of what you're doing now, but I wanted to ask your opinion on getting a Bachelor of Science in Artificial Intelligence. Do you think it's a good idea, or should I consider a CS degree? I am currently pursuing a CS degree. I am in my senior year of doing that now. And I would say that if you are planning to get into software and web development like I am, computer science degree is going to help you only in as much as, like, it's a piece of paper. It's a degree. It shows that you went to school for it. It shows that you probably know a little bit about computer science. But as far as like the practical aspects of like knowing how to program, I like I said, I'm in my senior year of a computer science program. I plan to go into web development or application development, and primarily web development. That's definitely the area where I specialize, or I'm planning on specializing. And so far in college, I have not touched anything related to web development. And so if you're planning on doing stuff, I'll put it like this. The computer science degree is kind of training someone to know how to solve problems with a computer. It is not teaching you how to develop software. So it's like, I mean, they're kind of training you to be in academia, at least in my experience. That's what the program is doing. It's the CS degree is training me to kind of almost pursue research, because I'll know how to solve problems with a computer, but they're not really teaching you how to write software. They're teaching you how to think with a computer. As far as an artificial intelligence degree, I have not taken a lot of college classes in artificial intelligence. I have a couple friends who have. It's hard. Artificial intelligence classes, they say, are, again, this is secondhand. I haven't seen any of the coursework. I haven't really looked into AI stuff myself, because that's not exactly what I'm interested in, academically speaking. Like, because web development is not exactly a research area of computer science. It's more like a practical applications area, and universities, practical applications, haha. Where was I? So I haven't taken artificial intelligence stuff. If I were to take like a more academically specialized thing, I would go into like cryptography or like number theory, security, stuff like that, as maybe obvious based on some of the videos I've released last year about the cryptocurrency stuff. Yeah, networking and security, that cryptography, that's kind of more my interest area, not so much artificial intelligence. I can't speak much to it. It's definitely a growing field. I'm just doing the CS degree because that is kind of the closest to what aligns to my career goals. But if you can deal with the coursework, I mean, artificial intelligence, if you're 100% sure that you're going for artificial intelligence, I don't see a reason to get a CS degree. Frankly, a lot of the stuff that you learn in a CS degree, or at least a lot of stuff I'm learning, I'm probably not going to ever use. Like, as a web developer, when am I ever going to need to know how to write a fast Fourier transform? Never, probably. And if I will need to use a fast Fourier transform, someone's already written it for me. So, it depends, I guess. If you are 100% sure that you want to do AI, go for AI. CS degree is going to afford you maybe a little bit more, like more broad options as far as like career. But, I mean, a lot of the CS stuff you can just learn online. I mean, that's what I've done with just about all the stuff I know for web development. Like I said, I haven't touched web development in school. It's all self-taught. So, yeah. That's that's what I have to say, but I'm not an academic advisor, so. Okay, let's keep going. Attendance count is current term exists. Yes, then it's gonna be current term team attendance length. Otherwise, 0. Oh. Oh, new member modal is broken as well. Oh no. Alrighty. Well, let's fix this. Here, this will be member terms is an object with nothing in it. No member types. We don't need that. We will have to import that. Oh, do we need that? We need that somewhere. Down here, member types. Wait. Member types. New member modal. Member types. Well, you need to grab that from up here. Let's just give this. Should we just give this the whole model? I feel like passing down the whole model is a little bit. I mean, if we're only reading to it from it. No, maybe we should only take member types. Yeah, thanks for checking into the live stream. Hey, it gave me something fun to talk about. So far, I've just been kind of dictating what I've been writing on my code. So, and sometimes, you know, I'm just talking to myself. So, give me a little someone to talk to. Yeah. New member modal prompts. Okay, so we're gonna take member. What were we putting in here? Member type. We're grabbing member types. What was that? So that would have had to have been an object. I forgot. In our model. Member types. So it's a key. Yeah. This should also probably be a question mark. Though why does it? No, it doesn't like that. So undefined, maybe. Can we add a question mark there? No, that doesn't work. Yeah. Okay, so members there. Did that added errors here? That's probably good. That meant I wasn't doing the proper null check. So members, member or undefined. Okay, so this is member or an array of undefines. Yeah. So it's not gonna like that. And oh, filter M like that. So this should end up being all right. Oh, okay, it's not gonna be undefined. Jeepers, I do not like that. Okay, so that's not actually true. They're not going to be set to undefined. It's just a possibility that this key won't exist. Undefined. Option to include undefined in index. Not sure that's what I want either. Using the in operator. Typo. No. index types. Yeah. Let's see. Pluck. Oh, that's a cool function. I like that one. But the index type here, key string or number. So value of a dictionary number. No. How do I want that to possibly not exist? How do I add a question mark in key of T? Question mark. So the question mark only works on in. It's more useful to have the general version. So I key of comes in nullable, partial. I don't like that. Okay. Because I want to be able to type this, because that means that would mean, to me at least, that if you put the string in there, a member might not come back. And for some reason, it seems to think that whenever I put any string in here, a member is guaranteed to come back. And that's not true. So, fighting with TypeScript a little bit here. Oh well. I guess let's keep at it. Where was I? See, that doesn't help things. That doesn't even make TypeScript happy. Yeah. Okay. So, I'm not gonna get errors from that now, am I? No. Okay. So, here, the scar. What's wrong with this? Term is declared here. It needs a term. Right. So term. Did we figure out what the current term is in this class yet? Doesn't look like it. Current term equals this dot props model terms. Wait, can I just get last? Is there a shorter way? That would be so funny. And I know they've been pop. Yeah. Because I guess, what? Why would they want that? Wait, I've never seen this. I don't think I've ever tried this before. Oh no. Okay, yeah, that won't work. Okay, so it has this dot props model terms length -1. Good old how to get the last one in the array. Oh wait, that is an array, right? Get the last term. Current. Wait, shoot, I forgot. What did I do over here? So let's get the current term, the last term. Shoot. So this is gonna actually show if they checked in on the last time they checked in. That's not what we want. Oh wait, no, this is club. Current. Oh yeah. No, that's fine. Okay, for some reason I was thinking. Okay, no, this is fine. Yeah. Okay, here, this needs to be current term dot this ID, right? Because that's not taking an actual term object. It's just taking the ID, if I remember correctly. Yeah, just the string there. And then here, attendance history. Where's my attendance history? Could be undefined. Let's see. So we want attendance history, and so, but we don't want that to actually display anything because that, oh wait, attendance history. So it'll just, no, if it's undefined, it won't display anything, right? Because like, yeah, I don't think React renders undefined. If you put undefined in there, like that'll just render nothing. So here, if we just say undefined, that would render nothing. That would just be blank. Right. Okay, so, gosh, darn it. Oh, okay, so inside of here, oh, jeepers, this can all be conditional. Oh, this is going to be wonderful. Okay, so, attendance history and all of this. So we'll just delete the, oh gosh, no, that's, oh. And, haha, all right, perfect, yes. That's not weird at all. Oh, look at that. Isn't that nice? So that's conditional on the existence of attendance history, which we'll have to, oh wait, no, we don't have to do that there because it'll just otherwise be undefined. Okay, cool. So team attendance history row is done. All right, now here, team check-in row, lots of this is going to be similar. Instead of oh no, we'll take a member. Wait, what did this take? There's a member and a term, right? Member, term, yeah, okay. So we can just do the same thing here, I think. Term, string, right? Member, get attendance record. What did we do over here? I'm trying to only do this once, right? Get attendance record, member term. Right. So if I just copy all of this, see, if I had this code in 3 different places, then I would modularize it. But since it's only in 2 different places, I won't. Team attendance. There we go. Okay, that's the only change we had to make. There, for the team check-in row, I feel like I should rename this to club check-in row. We'll do that later, once we actually have all this fixed. Okay, so it takes a term. Use the term. Oh, gosh. So whether the attendance record exists. No, this is fine. This is fine. For the club row, or the team attendance history row, we only had to do that because we won't display anything otherwise. Yeah. This one we still want to display all the buttons, so we don't have to nest it all like that. Okay, so now this is mad because we didn't put a term in the other one that we just introduced here. So I will add a term there. Format term key member term. Gosh, I wonder why they don't reorder the properties there when I hit format. So I don't think that affects anything. Huh, I wonder. That'll be an interesting question. Okay, so here we just need to pass in member types as well. So member types, and that is a type we're gonna have to grab from our model over here. Member types is, whoops, here. Type, oh, can we do that? Type of model, member type. I'm always confused when I can use the type of thing in TypeScript. So I can use that. I'll have to import that type probably, or this needs to be in these guys. like that. Right? Come on. Stop being slow. Okay. So import that. So that would work. But what I want to do is member type, or what I want to try is model dot member type. That doesn't work, right? It's like double colon. That doesn't. Type of? Type of model? No, yeah. Forget that. Sometimes I wish TypeScript could do more than it does. Yeah. Okay, so new member modal. Now it has our member types that we're gonna just pass in here. So we have this dot props dot member types and this dot props dot member types. Oh, does that break something? Object is possibly undefined. Which one? This whole thing? Everything in there is possibly undefined. Wait, I added parentheses and now it's okay? That can't be right. Oh, there we go. Right, object is possibly undefined. That is not true. Well, technically, but I'm gonna say it is true. Okay. Shh, don't tell anybody. Okay. Is it happy with us now? No, it's not. Of course. Okay, so here we need to say member types. This dot model or props. This one doesn't know about model yet. Oh, we have to change this whole thing too. Model is a model. Okay. Wait. Okay, there, you found it. Oh, good job. Oh, now everything is mad at me because I have to do props dot model. Filter. We have to do this thing again. Const members. So I said I would do it. I would change if I had the same code in 3 places, then I would functionize it. But this is not easy to move off into a function, so I'm gonna not. Object values. This is like emblematic of lazy programming habits. All right. This dot props model members values right there. Okay, members, and then we have member list members, and then here we have member list. There, that is that. Nope, this is members. And here, member list. Okay. Filter. Okay, this should all be happy now. Or up there it should be. This dot props dot member list. Listy. Member listy. Oh, what else is unhappy over here? Right there. Why are you mad? Because it's state. State. Right. Okay, happy with that. And now this dot props dot. No, this dot fool. Member details modal with router. We might have to investigate that too. Member details modal with router. Where do we get that? Member details modal. Show details props. This props member is fine. Where that is that. So we can just pass in member list. Whoops. This dot state member list. I don't know if that's bad yet. Hopefully it's not. Okay. And then here, member types is this dot props dot model dot member types right there. Please work. Please be happy. Yay. Oh no. This is the expected type comes from property. It says it's not assignable because this. Oh. Oh gosh. Okay, so that did come back to bite me, of course. So this does need to be that exact type, and now it's going to be mad at me down here. Right there. Okay, so this, we're just going to exclamation point that. Because it does exist. Or most likely will always exist. Okay, that's a little bit cheaty, a little bit bad, but he. It should work. I hope it works. New member modal. This needs what again? Member types. Member types equals this dot props dot model dot member types right there. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Love it. Loving it. Okay. Hey, is everything happy with me now? Does it work? That's the question. All right. So I'm going to make sure I didn't break all this stuff over here. I broke it, didn't I? Of course I did. Maybe because it thinks the current term is the wrong one. Because I think I put them in the, oh right, because I put one in the future. Oh, so that is correct. That is right, because it thinks that the current term is, where did I put my terms? What? Member types, terms. Thinks that the current term is this one, and I haven't listed anything for that one yet. So I'm actually going to take this one, delete-o, put it there. This is going to be 2020 spring, and 2020 summer will be our most recent one. So this ends on 6/1, and it started like 01? I don't know. That's 6 months of the year. That sounds like a long time, but I know it didn't start in March. So, you know what? Who cares? It's fine. So we're going to leave it like this. Actually, maybe we could do 4-month increments instead of, I mean, who actually cares? It doesn't matter. So when this is actually being used, and what, it's not dummy data. Okay, so now, oh, for Pete's sake, I broke it. Of course I did. At least it kind of works. All right, so we have to go and fix that. Team attendance history. So right now, what is wrong with this? So I will look at the React one. I'm just trying to see why it's broken here now. What? No, it's, wait, is that what it's supposed to be? Is that how it's supposed to be? I forgot. Okay, so I wonder if it's this. Is it because of this? Is it because of this? I don't really exactly. I think that just makes it an array, doesn't it? Doesn't it just make it an array? Grr. Okay, well, let's try remove that real quick. And this too really quick. So attendance history. Objects is possibly undefined, except it's not. Let's say it's that. Ooh. We can set it to this. Now it's not undefined. Oh my gosh. And we can get rid of all that. And it works. So it was that. Okay, that's interesting. I didn't realize that that would create extra divs. Okay, I'm not sure I like that. Alright, so that's all beautified now. Okay. So everything is 0. It doesn't show anything, and that's good. Yeah. Okay. Yep, that's what we want. Alright, so that's not broken anymore. Did we break members? Oh, does search still work? So if we search John, that works. Doe works. 500, that works. Okay, and clicky, that waiver, yes. Oh, invalid date. Okay, so we're gonna have to fix that. Jane Doe on team. This is in the, I forget. Member details. Last waiver display. Invalid date. So that turned into an invalid date. So this takes the last waiver. If it has the last waiver dot timestamp to date. There we go. There, now it works. Okay. New member field. Do we get those values correctly? This still works. Okay. All of that looks lovely. Team looking good. Already checked in. Good. Good. All this is what we want. Alright, so we converted the data over into an even better format, and the software doesn't look that much different. So much back-end work for so little visual payoff. Alright. Now, okay, so I've been at this for just about 2 hours. So I'm going to say, you know what? 2 hours sounds like enough to me. Yeah, I started this at 6 p.m. my time, and it's now almost 8. So yeah, I think that I like this schedule now. Or this, I guess I'll do it at about 2 hours at a time. That's a reasonable size of work for me to do. And I'll try and do these live streams multiple times a week. Right now, I'm gonna say estimate 2 to 3 times a week, and I'm gonna try and do them always at the same time. So starting at 6 p.m. my time and going till 8 p.m. my time. Sometimes they might be shorter, but I will always try and schedule them at least 24 hours in advance. So yeah, that's kind of my spiel, and I'm going to call it good about now. Alright, so yeah, thanks for attending. Thanks for watching. And yep. Alright, bye-bye.